Oh, is that a fact? Then why were you so surprised when Kakarot turned into a Super Saiyan? I'll tell you why. Because you're nothing but a G-Thang, baby.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay from Chillin' with the Jays podcast. You should know the voice by now. If you don't, fucking stupid. Let's keep it real. Not even gonna keep sugarcoated. AKA Don Provolone.
Yeah.
And we have a special episode today.
Yes, the fuck
we got
do.
somebody special on the dossier. But first, we have this huge fucking guy that we have to introduce. And here he is.
What's poppin', everybody? It is your boy, the Big Gouda, his goddamn self.
Gouda!
You know, one half of the motherfucking Chillin' with the Jays bravado team. We are killing the game on a daily basis, and today we get to kill the game for your earhole pleasure. But as Jay basically said, we definitely do have a special episode in store for you today because we got ourselves a dope-ass special motherfucking guest. He's like one of the coolest cats that I definitely know. A person that I guess you could say we grew up together in its own little way, even though we was like, you know what I mean? Even though like you were in your mid-20s, I was in my later 20s. But our story started at a very interesting place for interesting reasons and all that shit. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the motherfucking G. What up, my brother?
What up, my brother?
What up? All right, yo.
G.
Mr. G, look, you got to hit him with the AKAs. That's just the way it rolls.
Yeah, that's how it goes,
shit.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, this is G, AKA AKA G, AKA the Filipino Fuego.
Oh,
That's right.
shit.
Yeah, son.
AKA
that
the
feature.
Polish Punisher.
okay.
Shit. Whoa.
AKA your favorite compositor's favorite compositor.
Damn.
What up?
Oh, it's like that. Yo,
Damn, man.
hard bars right there, bro. That's
Big
some
ones, big ones.
shit, man. Well, welcome to the show. I know you had hit me up a while back, and it's been like a long time in the making to get you on this episode, G.
It's good to be here, man.
Yeah, brother. It's good to have you on here, man. I know we got a lot of good shit to talk about because for the people who don't really know you, you also work in the same industry as I do, but you do something very much different than what I do. And in my eyes, it's one of like the more cooler jobs. Obviously, the more like at the end of the pipeline, kind of crazier business, but it is like one of the coolest jobs in our industry. And like you said, he's your favorite compositor's favorite compositor. But for every fucking asshole out there who doesn't know what a compositor is, what the fuck is a compositor?
Yeah, what is a compositor, man?
A compositor takes A and he puts it over B. So basically what that means,
10-4.
Yep, what that means is, we do the CGI, the computer graphics. Or I should say the people before me in the pipeline do the computer graphics. Then it becomes time to merge the computer graphics with like plate footage, or if it's full computer graphics, we try to make it look prettier.
Yeah.
It's already pretty, but we try to kind of take it to that next level.
Which
and
you
we
do.
That
tweak.
next level shit.
That next level shit. So we tweak and we massage until the director's happy, basically.
Massage. Look at you.
Damn, man, that finesse.
That's what it is.
So what you finesse that shit pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I guess so.
Basically.
It's the goal anyway.
it's the hope that those pixels get caressed and finessed. You right.
Nice. 10-4 on that one, man. Did you go to Full Sail with the big guy too?
Yeah, it's where we met, actually.
Oh shit, alumni.
Yeah,
man. The anniversary album dropping soon. Valentine's Day Massacre. Yep. Pick it up at your FYE or FYU, whatever the fuck that store is called in the mall.
The FYE. Everybody's over there like, is he saying not Amazon?
No,
I don't really
not.
pick.
No, it's exclusive. Got a contract through FIF or whatever. That store. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck. Anyway, you guys met in Full Sail. Shout out to Winter Park, Florida. Coming in hot. It's definitely changed over the years. I was just over there the other day, actually driving by, and they definitely took over. that area. You know,
Full Sail did.
Yeah, Full Sail. You said Full Sail or wholesale?
Full Sail.
I'm fucking with you, G. I know. But they took over the whole area. Like they knocked down trees over there now. All the little shops, like the empty areas that they had next to it. I'm pretty sure you remember. Yeah. Like they took it over the whole thing. The whole thing is Full Sail.
The whole thing is dominance.
Yeah, he did. They definitely dominated it.
Some Age of Empires going on over there.
I mean, they make so much money. I can curse on here, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could curse all the fucking.
You have to.
There's
a disclaimer.
They make so much goddamn fucking money on kids.
Yeah.
It's just selling these like magazine advertisements, and kids see them and they go crazy. Especially now that they got that online degree.
Oh yeah, yo.
They have an online Full Sail degree now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I bet that shit's hard as hell. Jesus Christ, man. Because I remember way back, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, Juan was like showing me shit like, yo, you got to try this program out. I'm like, what? And he's like, Maya. I'm like, I know she looked good and all, like, and, you know, but like, I don't know about this
when she wants you.
He was like making teacups, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Yo, that's how you know. That's how you know it's a classic. The motherfucking teacup.
Yep.
Oh my sweet goodness.
That's cool. So you guys met at Full Sail, man. What happened? You guys in the same class, or was it like just damn, that dude's big. What up?
That's not too far from the truth, actually. Juan is and was the loudest guy in the room anywhere he went.
I can see that.
So
very true.
We were actually like maybe months apart. Yeah. Like 8 months.
I think so. Like 8 months. Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha.
So in Full Sail time, that's like a lot because every month is a different class.
2 of them actually.
So this goes to show you how much they're raking kids in. Yeah. Every month they get like 30, 40, 50, 60 new kids every month. So they're just churning these kids out constantly.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. It's crazy because like they kind of disguise it as accelerated program. Like you're gonna like learn so much now, and you're doing it at the production pace, and which in its own little way, it's true. It's like obviously what you and I both know what it feels like to go through crunch time, and it kind of is that same similar fashion.
Right.
But when you think of it on the business side, the ability to not have to wait for the top of the semester to get the kids, it's like every month you got like money coming in.
Look at their asses now with that business model.
I heard that like isn't they like on that law? There's like that law that came out for for-profit organizations of that caliber. It's the thing that took down what is it, ITT Tech? Full Sail need to watch out.
Wait. ITT Tech went down?
Oh yeah, ITT
they
Tech
took it down, man.
They took that shit down.
They were like double or triple cost, like charging these kids and shit for like their classes,
Right.
And then
$50 grand for an associate's degree and shit.
What about that Everest College?
Everest College? I don't know about Everest College. They should.
They're getting reduced. They're under investigation right now.
Yeah.
Everest College, Kaiser University, Lincoln Tech got shut down. A bunch of those like private for profit, like hey, what you doing with yourself? Come on down. You know what I mean?
Come on down.
Come get a degree. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Shit like that. We'll give you a 4-year degree in 2 years.
Yep.
Exactly. That shit. But they're all under investigation. All that for-profit shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
As they should be.
As they should be. As they fucking should be. But yeah, man, I think so. 8 months apart, it was our kind of thing. G was ahead of me in that regard, and I think when we first finally like shared a room, like as far as like over at school, like one of the labs, you were coming in to help people. I think is what it was. You were doing like your final project, but you're also like trying to help people. That's when I met G.
Nice.
But if we want to keep it real, like when did we for real met? Because like we saw each other.
We played ball together.
Did we?
Jared. One day.
One day. That's so true.
Yeah, we played ball together, and like I think we played like a game. You and me like versus each other in 21 or some shit like that. Something
like that. I know I was breathing hard after. That's all I remember.
Did you say breathing or bleeding?
Breathing. You ain't that cool, bro.
As long as it wasn't breeding. Nice. Yeah, and then after that, Yeah, we just kind of connected. I was like, he's ghetto. I'm kind of ghetto. Let's get along because everyone else is like fucking,
Straight edge.
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, got you.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, everybody was like a little Jimmy Neutron, kind of quiet, shy.
Yeah, they either wore like an edgy band shirt or like a fucking like a Star Wars shirt.
That's true. Yo,
nice.
That really was like the what's the word I'm looking for? I guess that was like the sort of people that were there. You can either get them in Star Wars shirt form or in or Tool shirts. That's what.
Oh yeah. The reason
uniforms.
pretty much the reason I said edgy band instead of Tool is because I really like Tool.
But they were kind of an edgy band. I know you were saying it sarcastically, but they were an edgy band, keeping it real.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah. But yeah, I mean, hearing Juan's stankness, I could feel the stankness radiating.
And you
Yeah,
liked it.
and you liked it.
I was like, this stank smells kind of familiar.
Yeah.
I see what's going on here. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
And then, I got to know Jared around the same time, and that was when he dropped the bomb that we were both from the same town.
That's right.
Hometown. Which is not a big hometown at all. So it was, a little bit of a coincidence. Mm-hmm. And,
You're going to shout
you
out
and Jared are from the same town?
Yeah, him and Jared, the fucking Sanders, bro.
Which one? What town is this?
It's Melbourne, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, so like probably an hour from Winter Park.
Yeah.
Southeast.
Yeah. I've been out there multiple times. They had Palm Bay, that shit out there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Palm Bay.
Nice.
Our high school is Palm Bay High.
Oh.
So,
killing it. Nice.
I suppose represent.
I guess.
Shout out to negative shout out.
Negative.
People overdosed on fucking Xanax back in that school.
That's how it is though, huh?
Yeah, it's weird, man. They got kids like dropping like flies out there.
That's all.
I don't like Xanax. I don't know how people be tearing that up.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
What is Xanax is supposed to kind of make you tired or something like that?
It's like the opposite of Xanthrax.
Yeah, it's actually yeah, it's definitely the opposite. It's like a calm down bed. Like if you're anxiety and shit, like you know what I mean. Oh my God, there's too many people at the grocery store today. And you know what I mean. And these soccer moms pop it, and they feel like that's fine. You know what I mean. Yeah. That's just fine with me. You know what I mean. I took one on an airplane. I was actually to fly out to see you, Juan.
Oh,
I popped the Xanax, and I was like, I don't feel shit. This is retarded. This is a weak ass drug. Then my girl gives me another one. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is an uncomfortable feeling coming from my loins. Generating this heat. Next thing you know, I couldn't fucking move. I'm in the back, can't move. I can't get up.
I thought you were going to say, next thing I know, I'm in a loincloth.
No, pretty much. I wanted to be. It was hot. But, I couldn't even move. Couldn't even get up. So I don't understand how people, take multiple of these and, try to do shit. Because I took two and I literally couldn't stand up,
Oh, it's fucked up, man.
I don't get it.
It's really fucked up.
That's a weird
one
space.
Of those weird drugs.
Yeah. It's like a weird space that you want to be in.
Especially now that, like kids in music are promoting it.
Yeah, it's weird. How can you rap when you're on Xanax? Is that another thing?
Well, that's the thing is, they can't.
Yeah, you hear them rapping. I'm in the hang in the memona. I'm in the hang in the memona. That shit. Nice, bro.
Xanax. It's that Xanax beat, I guess, right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
the
my Lord. But yeah, man, so... And then, so we did the whole Full Sail thing. And then fast forward, once we graduate, we get our degrees, and now it's time to actually do something with our asses versus just saying, hey, I got a degree, but I'm about to work at McDonald's. We decided to go use them shits. Mm-hmm. And that's the part of our story that ends up being what really connected us the most. And I'll start the tail off a little bit, and then I'm gonna let you segue into your side of the story. But sure. Long story short, going back to Jared, shout out to him. He was like the binding person that was like, listen, man, I know that all of us here we're all on the grind. We want to get this job. Let me get an apartment. He got an apartment. He was like, if you guys need to crash on the floor of the living room, y'all could do that. And Jared was the one that said he opened that door up, and you know what? He got both G and myself, and then the triple Deke, and we were all living on the living room floor for about 6 months or some shit like that. 6 to 7 months.
1-bedroom apartment.
All in a 1-bedroom apartment. 1 bed, 1 bath. Mad behind.
One beyond.
Yeah, exactly.
Bunch of men up in there.
Bunch of grown ass men.
Oh, it was so stank.
With a
that,
purpose.
though, man. You got to make the sacrifice. It's like the coming to America type of scenario. True. I came to this country with $2 in my pocket. You know what I mean? Type of scenario. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Especially California, which does feel like another country.
It's interesting you bring that up. Just a quick little segue on that is like I've noticed that almost every country I go to has this like kind of group of people that do that. Where like you're saying like the coming to America, I came here with like $2 in my pocket. Like for example, in Singapore, you would see that with like a lot of like some Indonesians, and not to like specially shout out any particular pocket of people, but like you'll see there'll be like houses with like 10 Indonesians or 10 Indians or 10 Pakistanis living together. So like we did in LA, but even more extreme than that. Yeah. Coming here with like very little money and trying to multiply that shit in a more opportunistic area. Anyway,
that's pretty dope though. I mean, in the sense that like that is a thing, like that level of support that they have. I mean, I don't know if we could have done 10 people, but if you're trying to make something of yourself, it don't matter, huh? You just got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do, man. There
yeah,
goes
exactly.
The resilience of people. You know what I mean? When you actually have a goal and you really want to do something, then you got the crybabies who are like, you know, well, I hurt, you know, my feelings get hurt when I got to do stuff, you know, and then you have then you actually got people who do.
I need a participation trophy.
Exactly.
Participation trophy.
Exactly. My mom said I was special like mad times when I was growing up, and now it's like mad hard, so I don't want to do it.
Well, everybody knows your mom ain't shit, Tommy, so who cares?
Your mom's gross. So, yeah, that's what's up, though, man. Solid. So, Full Sail, big guy, high five, stank, basketball, Jared, all of that stuff. Solid resume, composite and shit. And now...
that's a strong summary.
Hey, that's the resume for you behind right there. And so, we're up in... this guy lives actually international. I wanted to touch on the fact that this guy lives across the pond, as these motherfuckers be saying. You live in England now, bro. Fucking just United Kingdom.
Yeah.
How's that, man? How's the transition from being over? I know it's not like crazy different. You know, I mean, it's not like you got to learn a whole different language, but you know, how is it?
Well, I first left the U.S. in 2012. Right. So I didn't come here directly from the U.S. My first break was in Singapore. And that was an easier transition than I thought it was going to be, because I didn't know too much about Singapore other than the fact that I heard it was very modern. But the thing about Singapore is it's very Western. So it's in the middle of Southeast Asia. It sits directly underneath Malaysia, and south of it is Indonesia. But the thing is, there's so much Western influence there because it all revolves around banking.
Got you. Oh shit.
So money. it was a very easy transition going from like America to Singapore. And after that, I did a gig in the Philippines, which was kind of a dream for me because I'm half Filipino. And that was a bit jarring because just things like class differences in you know like the third world, there's not much of a middle class. So the people rolling in visual effects are, you know, those are, if you can afford to go and do that, that means you're rich automatically. Got you. Shit. So that was that step, and then after that, I went to London for the first time. Damn. Ooh. So. I guess that does bring an interesting perspective going into, I suppose, that type of world. How was that? Like the Philippines to the UK jump? Ooh, okay. All the money shit aside, the biggest jump to me was the people. And I don't mean like racially or anything. I mean like the attitude. So Filipino people are similar to like Egyptians, Africans, Caribbean people, Italian people, Hispanic people. Like Filipinos are very warm. They're very welcoming people.
Gotcha.
Not to say that British people are not. It's just that London is known as the coldest city in Europe.
Whoa.
So I was going from a place where everybody's very like welcoming and warm. Like, hey, I don't know you, but here's a shot. Here's some food. Are you hungry? Did you eat yet? Blah, blah, blah. To a place where it's like similar to New York in a sense, where like everybody's on their grind.
Yeah.
Everybody's hustling. Everybody's got business on their mind. If you're walking too slow, if you're in the way, get the fuck out of the way. There's like so many million people here. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah. Shit. Intense.
Yeah. So that was the biggest thing. The second thing was how fucking expensive London is.
I've heard tales.
Brother, man, tales. It is on some next level shit. And I lived in Singapore. Singapore is expensive as fuck.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy, but London is on that next level shit.
Bro, visual effects loves being in expensive ass cities. Because I hear Vancouver is also expensive as fucking hell. Like,
yeah.
I don't get it, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Although, if you're in Vancouver, it is a more profitable experience than if you're in London. Because them motherfuckers get paid overtime, just like Americans.
That's right. UK, you guys don't get overtime over there.
No, we get fucked in the ass. And the thing is, we get amazing shots in visual effects. We get amazing work. But a big part of that, can I say this on the air? YOLO. A big part of that is that, like...
take life by the horns, homie. Let's go.
Give yourself a little disclaimer. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Fuck it.
Growing
we can do
man.
that shit for free.
That's nuts.
You feel me? So, like, a lot of times we'll pick up a sequence from Vancouver. And I'm not just talking one company. Mm-hmm. I'm talking, like... So I work for Lucasfilm, Industrial Light and Magic.
ILM, shout out.
Holy
there's
shit.
Big shout out, actually.
There's other companies. There's MPC, Moving Picture Company. There's Double Negative. There's Frame Store. These are like the big players.
Yep.
And a lot of times, if they have trouble budgeting with like a company in Vancouver because they know they got to pay their asses overtime, they'll ship the work out to London because they'll know that they don't have to pay these motherfuckers for their extra hours. Because we get paid on a monthly salary, right? Whether I work 40 hours a week or whether I work 100 hours a week, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that's dirty, man.
Dirty as fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm. That almost sounds like
that's for every job, every single person, and in England, like, or is that like your type of industry type of scenario?
You know what, bro? I'm not exactly sure because I've told this story to other English people in other industries, and they've been like, "Oh no, that sucks." But then I've told that story to other English people, and they'll be like, "You don't get paid overtime?"
Like that's
shit.
Like so over here at my job.
Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. I'm assuming that some people here do make overtime, so maybe it depends on what you do.
Maybe I would hope.
Because isn't it based on laws? Like a company by law doesn't have to do that. So if a company wants to do that, pay overtime, they can. But if they don't want to, they don't have to. Like the country or the state won't hold them accountable for that.
To be honest, I wish I could say I knew more about the technicalities and the logistics of like the legal side of it, but I really don't.
For sure. That's good political G. All right, I see what's going on here. you didn't travel the world and now you know how to answer questions. But let's go back to that, man. The traveling of the world, because amongst many other things that I've known you for, dancing, beatboxing, spitting, talking that shit, talking that shit, you know, all that dope shit. You have definitely gone ahead and just traveled the world, not just those spots that you've worked at, but other parts of the world. Like, how has that been for you?
It's been one of the most greatest things that It's let me put it this way. It's probably the thing I'm most grateful for in my life.
Yeah.
Because it's just like there's so much out there, and there's so much that like even just thinking about this, I like my thoughts kind of get a little bit jarbled here. But I'll just put it like this: like a lot of people want to travel in this world, but not everyone has the opportunity to.
Sure.
So it's just the thing I'm most grateful for.
That's what's up.
You're a beast.
Gracias.
Compositing shit and traveling is what I do, baby. Is that what you tell women?
It's what I used to, man.
Oh, so you used to? Are you? So you got? Is there like a Miss G over there in London?
There's a Miss Kim. Guess where she's from?
Guess where she's from?
Yeah, she's Korean. They're all
Korean. Oh, okay. Oh, shout out Korean BBQ. Shout out.
Oh man.
That's that shit.
That's that shit.
Yeah.
Bulgogi. Shout out to that. And
I like how we're shouting out to food dishes.
Yo, just shout if it's work.
Bulgogi is listening right now, like, yo, that's what's up.
Guys, that shit is slamming. Can't help it.
I'm on this plate and now I have purpose. People giving me shout outs.
Oh, by the way, shout out to my girl Mirang.
Nice, yo. Oh, damn. It's
damn,
like that
yo.
on the air giving kisses.
V-Day coming up.
All right.
Shit, girl,
that's what that
make it
shit
last
is, yo.
forever. Nice. That's what's up, man. That's cool. I think that's a first, man. Since we had like a guest on.
Yeah, man. A lot of
the first
people
time
like
they shouted out their own girl. Yeah, that's dirty, kind of, right? These dudes
like,
don't be shouting out their girl.
They don't. And they be talking about them, though. That's the funny part. They will talk about their girls, but nobody's going to be like, hey, baby, shout out. Got mad love hearts.
Nah.
See, that's why I like G, because G kept it real in situations where it was like, yo, you know what? Maybe not 100% right now. Maybe 98. G's like, nah, it's 100 and nothing. That's how I knew. That's a real motherfucker.
Yo, that's the thing that always comes up is like how this stereotype of America actually. When people find out I'm America, they're always like, so are you really extreme with everything?
Every day. I pour coffee aggressive. Yeah, I go just everything just mad. That's good.
I like to buy coffee whole beans and crush them with my fucking head.
I have a coffee gun that I point sideways and I shoot it into the glass.
Yeah, shout out on that one, yo. When you do the edit, yo, cue the music.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely cue the music. I got a
I
coffee gun that I hold sideways and shoot it.
If that's not a definition of America, I don't know what is. I don't want to know either what the real one is, because that's the one.
That's the one.
I got a
That's
question
true.
for you,
You're
G. Right. What made you get in? What made you get into animation effects? Things like that, man. Like the original moment, though. You know what I mean?
Toy Story 1.
Beast movie.
I don't remember how old I was, but the movie inspired me so much. I didn't realize this could be like a career. Mm-hmm. So I said to myself, I like computers. I like drawing. There's actually something that puts the two of them together.
Yeah.
And here I am.
That's nuts.
Shout out to Tom. Tom
Shout
Hanks.
Shout out to Pixar. I just watched that movie Coco.
Did you like it?
I'm hearing like good things about it, man.
Yo, like for me, there hasn't been a Pixar movie that good since like Up.
Yo, Up was motherfucking emotional.
Yeah, that shit was.
It was. And this, if like talking about emotion, I would say if Up was an 8, this was a 10.
Whoa.
So would you say if Up was a 10, this is a 12?
Yeah.
Dope.
Not nice on that one. That's that Full Sail right there, linking up.
LinkedIn connection talk right there.
Linking up, yeah, that's cool. So you, what? I know you guys have a lot of NDAs or whatever the fuck they're called, but is there any projects that you've worked on that you could say you actually did something on, like big ones?
Past, present, or future.
I know you can't do future, right? But like,
you
you got anything coming out this year?
Up, right?
What's up?
The Super Bowl's coming out, right?
Yeah, today.
It's
Coming
true.
up real
Actually,
soon.
like an hour.
Are you playing? Are you playing in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, number 27. No, I have a. We're gonna drop. Can I not say this? I think I can say this.
I don't know.
It's cool.
Well, it's going to
Trust
get
me.
released after the Super Bowl, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah, this is a weird future past episode. Yo, G, before you say anything else, time paradox. That's exactly what the fuck this is.
Jay's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's that Full
all right.
Sail talk.
That's
so
what, that's what Jay chalks it up. He's like, all right, Full Sail once again.
That's like, well, maybe I can't say that. Anyway, Jurassic World. We have a trailer coming out in the Super Bowl, and I have a shot in that.
You're a beast. Are you fucking serious?
I'll tell you the shot Wait.
Yeah, tell me so I could be like, yo, G-Mac.
It's coming. This is going to drop after the Super Bowl, so that means I can say this. I have a shot of a Brachiosaurus, which is a brontosaurus.
Is that the one, the three horns one with the big cone, right?
No, it's got it. No, that's a Triceratops. This guy has a very long neck. It's very big.
Like Littlefoot?
Yeah, like Littlefoot's mom.
Okay, now I know.
All right, got you.
Yeah. He's walking into the sun, and there's two women watching him. That's it.
And you did this?
I did this.
Holy fucking shit!
I like how you asked that as if like it was atrocious, and you did this.
Nah, I asked it like, holy fucking shit. I Pixar'd in my pants. That's what that was.
I just told
That loincloth got fucking swampy.
Yeah, man, just loosey goosey, just. That's banging though. I'm gonna be shot. I'm gonna sit around and wait for that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
straight
Mad
up.
respect.
I'm gonna
Thanks,
push
dude.
people when it comes on.
As far as past, so the most recent projects were Star Wars: Last Jedi.
He worked on it, bro. This is the guy that there's that shit.
I guess the biggest things I worked on were in that movie were the opening space battle. And
Oh, that's pretty tough. That's
And
actually
then-
really fucking tough.
what I'm more proud of is we worked on the lightsaber fight sequence with Kylo Ren.
When they were fighting the red guys.
Yeah,
Oh, bro.
there's a shot. I don't know if you recall, because it's a very action-packed sequence, but.
Yeah.
There's a shot where this guard runs into Kylo Ren with his forearms.
Mm-hmm.
He runs at him full speed with like two forearms up, and Kylo Ren blocks it with a lightsaber, and he loses a lightsaber and puts him in a chokehold. Anyway, it's a pretty
I remember that.
long,
I remember that one. I remember it. Yep.
sweet. That was mine.
That's dope.
Like you and you alone, or you got like a team of dudes.
Let's see here. There's the match move trackers, which is what Juan does. They were part of this, and then what else? There was an effects artist that had to rendered, which means like how do you explain rendering?
It's basically it produces the CGI image so that you get it like an image that you can work with. Then
There
I
we
guess
go.
is really what it is.
Okay. So there we go. So we had one of those guys doing these fiery, embery things, and then there was another one that was giving me a kind of a lightsaber that I would then tweak in compositing land.
Yeah.
Right. So
Wow.
I would receive these images from these very talented artists.
Sound like you're like on the stand right now.
Officer,
I received the pieces to the movie.
Officer, this man gave me these images. But basically, yeah, I got these images, and then I put them together, and I kept tweaking them until the director liked them.
Yep. I think that's one of the reasons why I love compositing is that because there's so many like small working pieces that then get like have to be put together. Because like alone they're dope, but like it doesn't make the final shot. You know what I mean? Like You make the final shot.
It's a double-edged sword, my friend, because on one side it's like, you know, the ego part of it is great because it's like, yeah, like fucking I'm the final say in this shot, blah blah blah, and I interact directly with the client, whatever. But on the other side, like the other side of the blade is like, we get fucked harder than anyone, man.
Dude, yeah.
Like they save the biggest dicks for us.
Oh shit.
Yo, they prep them.
Dude, no, they don't prep them. That's the problem.
Nah, just hard, vascular dick in your face.
Dude, like
Chronicles
the veins and everything. It's the Chronicles of Riddick, like in your ass.
But it's a cock. Got it.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Thank you for that assertive synonym.
Fucking render this dick. Got it. 10-4. So,
but it's true.
Abigail, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say it's true because they're at the end of the pipeline. Like, so think about it. It's like everybody has to do their job. They have all that time to do their job, and then at the end, it's like, okay, make this work. And then G has to go in with not as much time as everyone else had, and has to finish it up.
Damn,
you explain it so well.
So he's the last guy in the totem pole, but like the most important is what's going on.
Yep. I would say very important, but I think that goes back to what G was saying about the ego can go explode. But
got you.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Holy fuck. There's also there's Ready Player One that's going to come out in March.
Can't wait for that movie.
Shit, man. Yeah, that movie looks like it's gonna be nuts, man.
Mm-hmm. I have a shot in the trailer. If you've seen the trailer, there's a Gundam. The big anime robots.
Motherfucking
yes,
I do know that shot. I still can't believe you worked on a Gundam shot, bro.
Dude,
I can't believe Kitty. How you? That's like a dream come true, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I worked on a Gundam. What have you done with yourself, you piece of shit?
When I first saw that there was like these shots that were happening, and it was very early, so there wasn't anybody assigned. I literally went up to the supervisor and I was like, "Is there anybody doing these?" And he was like, "We haven't assigned them yet." I'm like, "Please let me be your guy."
Yeah.
Nice.
And at the time, I was balls deep in Star Wars. So I really hope I can say this. I'm pretty sure I can say this. I can say this.
Say it.
It's being said. I mean, like all of this shit that I'm saying.
Oh, but, gotcha. Too late now.
Yeah,
fuck it. No, it's fine. It's fine. I was balls deep in Star Wars, and then this movie was right around the corner, which I was slated to go on to next.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this Gundam stuff, which wasn't in the book.
Yeah, I don't remember reading anything about the Gundam. There's like enough mech stuff in that story to like, you can say, hey, there was a Gundam, but.
Exactly. But yeah, and I just went up to them and I was like, "Can I please work on this?" So they were like, yeah, sure. And this is London. People don't know about anime. Shout out to London.
Shout out. I guess a negative shout out. They don't know about no anime.
You don't know anime, then fuck you.
No, it's just like I basically put it this way. Like I had to explain what Gundam was to a lot of people. Gotcha. And so our client was Steven Spielberg.
Wow. Damn. See?
Shit.
See that shit?
That was an absolute dream come true. I remember the first time we had a review with this motherfucker. Like, it was on his yacht. Yeah, with Steven. And I mean, it wasn't like in person. We'd have these we called them cinesinks, which means like it's basically what we're doing right now. It was like a Skype session.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And this motherfucker's on a yacht in a cinema in his own yacht.
Oh,
fucking relax.
Man,
I don't think you can say that.
Butt ass naked, yo. Nothing but grapes. Just
I like that blue. That blue's looking good right there at the top left.
Keep that. With your dick out talking that shit.
Exactly. Pretty much, man. And there were just situations like that. Like we'd connect with him, and it's him and like some trusted people in his cinema, and then it's us, like the supervisors, the lead artists, the producers, us, the artists, and it's him smoking his stogie.
That's how you do it.
Steven Spielberg, he could do it. That guy.
Exactly, mate. I've been in this industry for 8, 9 years. I've never seen a director do this.
do
He'd be the one.
Like, the power moves. Like, it's either him.
His name should be Stephen Power Move at this point in life. You know, all the shit he's done. You know what I mean? That's
Steven
crazy.
Spiel bitches.
Yo, wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Coming at them strong. Live and
Animate
direct.
these nuts.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's disgusting, dude.
That was an incredible one because, I mean, like, jokes aside from, like, the cigars and the naked women and the yachts, and I'm just playing about the naked women. But
God damn it.
Good.
Fucking up my imagination.
You would think somebody like 50 years deep in the game would be a bit jaded and tired and fatigued.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker was like a kid.
That's dope. That's fucking saying a lot. That's pretty fucking sick.
It is, man. This it inspired me for I want to say the rest of my life to see somebody who's been doing this for 50 years. As soon as he sees something he likes, boom, he turns into a child. Oh my god, I love it. And we'd be
cool.
looking at each other like, yo, Steven Spielberg just said I love it.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
man. You ain't too old to love.
Nah, you ain't, man. I mean, that's why he's Steven Spielberg. He got that type of mind, you know, where everything's amazing to him, you know. So I think that's why he is who he is, right?
Yeah, man. That's the damn truth.
That is the truth. That shit that make you feel shit.
Dude, G, on another
Shout out
note,
to
man,
Mobb Deep.
I'm motherfucking proud of you, my homie. Because,
Proud
like,
as-
on some
yeah,
real shit,
should be.
Like, in a sense, we started together. Obviously, you started in the game, like, a little before I did. Or much before I did. It might have been a half a year by the time I got in, you had already been in. But, man, you've done and worked on so much. And listen to the type of shows he's worked on.
Shows.
That gives you an idea of the differences between working not in Los Angeles and working in Los Angeles. Because Los Angeles, it's you're not getting a lot of features down here anymore, you know, for
so
obvious
sad,
reason.
though.
It's super fucking sad. It super fucking sucks. And, you know, I'm lucky enough to be doing the Marvel stuff that I do, you know, but that's literally the one thing that's pumping through the veins of visual effects LA, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
Well,
dope.
I mean, to be honest, man, I'm cueing the violin, but I'm
we
proud
go.
of you too, man. You've
Shit.
you've maintained stability in a place that I didn't know was going to last another year after I left.
True.
And to still be there
Still.
means you have to be good.
Hey, I try my best, homie. I do what I can for the
Damn,
people.
yo.
But yeah, man, that's
Boys to men, yo. Boys to men right there.
Wait, no, wrong song.
No, yeah,
Oh, shit,
definitely
shit.
nah.
For some
shit.
reason, I thought that was like
I'll
a
make
slow start.
friendship with you. That's what you need is remix that up.
Word.
that's really
Word.
what you got it. For a
If you
second
start
there,
singing, I'll drop a beat if you want.
oh, bro, relax. What I really thought you were starting was like a slow melodic start to all the way up. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like da-na,
Really drop it.
da-na.
You're my friend all the way up. Fucking proud of your ass all the way up.
Started from the bottom. Remix.
Not giving a okay.
But-
But yeah, man. But then because we're kind of getting to that time now, like getting close to the end of the episode. But there is one thing that I really wanted to hit on, because I mean, obviously we could tell that you have a full body of work going on, and you know, Steven Spielberg is inspiring, just that lifetime energy towards what it is that you love. And I know that you have been not so much veering off the path, I guess that's not the word for it, but you have been also pursuing another big dream of yours, something that I saw. I know you were doing it for a little bit, but then you got really hardcore into doing this while traveling, and that's like the photography. And the fact that I know you're shooting for the fucking stars, you're trying to get your Nat Geo shot out. I personally feel like it's about time that you should, because the photography that you do is amazing. Talk a little bit about that.
First of all, I appreciate the shout out.
Absolutely.
It's just the last thing I'll say about this industry is it's very rewarding, but it's also very taxing. It can work some crazy hours, and especially my situation in London, we don't really get paid overtime for the extra work that we do.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, when I travel, there's so many emotions and experiences and just knowledgeable things that I run into that I could only hope to spread it to the world. And like
Aristotle.
shout out to Socrates.
Yeah,
but like, it's like, I like, it's so much monumental things. And I wish the rest of the world could see these things, because if they did, there would be less problems. There'd be less war and all that bullshit. Shout out to my hippies. But,
big one.
That would be something with meaning. And like, just as simple as showing a child in Myanmar that has no food, but still enjoys his life to the fullest and is happier than any person I've ever met in America or the UK. Things like that just like propel me to really think that like, there are people out there that have nothing that are happier than anyone I've ever met. Selling these kind of images is just, to me, is the maximum potential of meaningfulness that I could at least do.
Damn.
So working in film and compositing and all that, like all I do is push around colors.
Yeah.
So that translates into the photography world quite a bit. Because at least I've worked a lot on knowing how to sell an image.
Yes.
How to catch the eye and make somebody think. So I think that's helped me a lot in the photography game.
Got you. I mean, you are capturing some dope images, man. Like,
appreciate it, brother.
I think one of my favorite photos, and I know that once this episode goes out for anybody who's very interested, obviously at the end of the podcast, he's going to shout out, where you can see this stuff, but we're also going to definitely repost these things.
Hell yeah.
Only because there's a picture that I forget where you took this photo. I could only relate the scene, the environment to looking something like the Grand Canyon, because it's like a lot of red rocks type of thing. But it's like horse riders, I think. Are they? They're like riding into like. They're like riding towards this opening in the mountain, and I mean, just describing it with words sounds like awesome. Like, it's just like, let me tell you the tale of this, and then you have like a photograph of that.
This was last December, and these guys were on camels, camel riders,
My ass
and
had horses.
This was Christmas Day, 2017.
Whoa,
that was recent. That was like recent.
Yeah, exactly. This was in Jordan, in a place called Wadi Rum, which is a massive desert. It's a massive desert reserve where it's so beautiful that they shot The Martian, they shot Rogue One, and they shot this old movie called Lawrence of Arabia.
Yo,
I remember that shot. I remember seeing that.
Lawrence.
Okay. All of the beautiful desertscapes in Lawrence of Arabia. And, there's not much room for visual effects back then, because this was made in the decade.
Classic.
Yeah, it's a classic.
That's a classic.
So what you're seeing is authentic. But all of the desert scenes were shot in Wadi Rum. Yeah, it's just front to back, absolutely gorgeous. Shout out to Jordan, by the way, because the friendliest people, delicious food, safe environment, amazing place to take a holiday.
Yeah, you never hear anything about like negative about Jordan, like ever.
Yeah, I consider them to be the Switzerland of the Middle East.
More so than like Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia's. Can I say this?
Bro,
Saudi,
you've been pushing forward with everything you've wanted to say, so push forth, bro. Ride that camel into the story. Let's go.
Let me just say, Saudi Arabia, I think it was in 2016, they just allowed women to drive cars.
Yeah, I remember that. That was an announcement.
They also don't allow people to drink.
Their clubs be looking live, though.
That hookah,
they ain't drunk.
Them motherfuckers got...
something. So they're giving them something over there because the clubs be pumping in Dubai.
But whoa. Dubai is Emirates.
Yes.
Emirati.
Yes.
Saudi Arabia is
UAB.
Yeah. Well, Saudi Arabia is its own thing, and then UAE, which is Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Like these places, they got mad money, and they're definitely popping. The one thing I'll mention is that some people consider Jordan to be one of the more liberal Arabic countries, but in actuality, it's one of the more it's kind of the norm. Whereas places like Saudi Arabia, where women couldn't drive and people couldn't drink,
Yeah.
this is like an extreme.
Gotcha.
So most of the Middle East, like the Arabic countries, I mean, like, Dubai, Jordan, Palestine, Egypt, like these places are mad chill. People are friendly. The food's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
People just, they smoke shisha and they're like, hey, what's up? What's up with you? Oh, I'm good. Cool. Where you from? That's it.
I mean, that's how it should be. You feel
That
me?
is
That's how it should be. I have a cousin that just got moved to what was that? Dubai. Just said that she got a teaching job. They're like paying like Americans to go over there and teach.
Mm-hmm.
That's off the
And
chain.
then she's getting paid like $100K to teach at an elementary school.
God damn.
Yep. Oh,
Can you-
Juan, Uncle Patchy?
Oh, for real?
His daughter
His
Tessa
daughter's
just
doing
just
it?
moved.
Wow.
Just moved to Dubai.
Yo.
Like she just graduated from University of Miami.
Big
And
shout
then,
out
they
to her.
Got her a job. They were recruiting at the school, and they brought her over there getting like $100K.
Shit. Huge shout out. Huge shout
Yeah,
out.
man.
That's a
Big.
move.
I wish
would do it.
that teachers got paid that in the States.
I know, straight up.
Yo, shout out to what was that? Either Norway or Finland. They pay their teachers doctor money. That's why they're so good at. That's why
As they
everything's
should.
working out. To
As
go
they
back to
should.
school. They're
Yeah,
beating the
man.
shit out
I
of the
mean,
United
this-
States.
The Scandinavians in general just kind of have life figured out.
Yeah, they do, man.
Like,
Help your people. That's
if
what it's
there
all
was,
like. The modem.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That's like the common mode is just to take care of their people. That seems like to be the move. That
Oh.
makes them so happy. You know what I mean? As like a whole, as a
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, man.
Just take
Like,
care of their people.
I make this joke that like if aliens were to come here and say, show me an example of your society that's like you define as perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a reason to not blow y'all motherfuckers up, basically.
Yep. Because they're going to.
I would show them like Norway or Iceland or Finland or Denmark. These Scandinavian motherfuckers that just have it figured out.
Yep.
Because as you're aware, Jay, like they do things like pay people to go to school.
Yeah.
Or they got their healthcare figured out. They got everything figured out. They don't got like all this bullshit that a lot of countries, even countries with money, go through.
Yeah.
And I've been to Denmark, man. That place is amazing.
I hear, man. My supervisor was
go.
from Copenhagen. He was like the
Oh.
coolest guy I've ever been around. Like he's just like happy to be alive, like every day.
Yeah.
Just everything's
All day.
all right.
Copenhagen is a beautiful city too, when the weather is nice.
Got you.
Yeah,
That's what it
I'm
is,
saying.
yo. You got to find your happiness in certain cases, man. I'll tell you what, man. When I was out doing my own little international travels, it was the people from those countries that had like the strongest, most positive spirits. Like I was literally like, from hostel to hostel, I'd come across somebody from either like Switzerland, Sweden, Norway, so on and so forth. And I know in certain cases, are those all like Scandinavian countries? I think they are.
Yeah.
I think I might. I fucked that.
All except Switzerland, but Switzerland
That's what it
is
was.
on that level though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
it
the
is.
reason why
They're
I
still
make
like
that. I confuse that. And to be real with you, man, I remember meeting a dude there who had been on the world travel for like 2 months because they love laughing at Americans and we tell them, man, we got 2 weeks to travel, and they're like, you only have what? That's that shit. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's all we got. I'm sorry. But like, the dude had been traveling for 2 months. Homie started his travel at the top of Mexico because this is me in Peru. He had made his way all the way down to Peru, met a girl who he was learning Spanish from. She stole his wallet, stole his cell phone.
What?
Motherfucker still made it down to Peru. He found a way to still get find money, get the money that he needed and get the cell phone that he needed for arranging travels and all that stuff. And never at one point in the story of all of this unfortunate events, along with the very other fortunate events, because he got to talk about Central America and how beautiful that was. He never spoke ill about that girl or anybody who had done him wrong. He was just like, and now I'm here, Martine.
That
His name was Martine.
Martine.
That's
I'm changing my name to
Martine.
Martine too.
I'll
That's a
always
coincidence.
remember Martine. Dude, he was like a
Shout out to Martine.
shout out
Yeah,
to
big one.
motherfucking
Wherever
Martine.
you
And
at,
his
man.
ass,
Wherever you at.
He's waiting for me to get to where is he from? Sweden. He's from Sweden. So he's waiting for me to head out there to hang out with him. I haven't
That'd
been
be
able
dope.
to be like, let's go, but I'm
because
around.
you know, as soon as you enter that motherfucker, he's gonna know it.
He's gonna know.
Probably.
He's gonna know. I'm gonna be like Katie Joe, myself. I'll bring the dog. We'll make a whole family Sweden trip.
I've never met your dog, man.
Dude, my dog never met you. So anyway,
Got him. Nice.
got him. Yeah, but yeah, man. So a big shout out to those countries. Life is figured out. I mean,
Hell
I agree,
yeah,
home.
man. Hell
Show the aliens them.
Another one is Bhutan.
What's it?
Was that?
Bhutan. Bhutan.
Who's a Bhutan?
Oh yeah.
Bhutan. Shout out to France. So like, there's it's a landlocked country in east of Nepal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a kingdom. It's number one on my
Shout
list
out.
of places to go to.
Isn't it like the last kingdom in the world or some shit like that?
My friend, it is pretty much that, because it's
I've
like,
read that somewhere.
so on the happiness rating, you've got like the Scandinavian countries
Yeah.
and Bhutan.
Makes sense.
Really? Like
Anywhere
that.
but here. Makes sense.
Ye-
Makes sense. Got it.
Anywhere
I'm
but
sorry,
Central
man.
Florida.
Yeah, anywhere but here, man. Anywhere. And you know what people actually say about this shit too, like the counter argument to this. If you ever bring up the Scandinavians but first, it's why don't you move there then?
Yeah.
You know, that's the first thing.
Pulling that one.
That's the first thing. He's like, okay, well, give me some fucking money, and I would, no problem. I'll learn that fucking shit, Jürgen Bergen. You know, change my last name to Johannesburg or whatever the fuck, Johannesson. Those type of names they use over there. But they always say, well, they have less people. That's why they can do so much for their countrymen, or whatever you want to call them, women, whatever. They have less people, so therefore they have more resources and yada yada yada. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, that's still fucked up mentality, because at one point, like, this country didn't have a lot of people, and it's been fucked up since day one. Yep. You know what I mean? The way they treat the public as a whole. You know what I mean? It's not a piece. It's obviously, it could be better. It could be a lot worse as well. But it's just the fact of that they're always comparing us like we're just so greater and bigger and grander than anywhere else. But we're like one of the last places for happiness rating. You know, as a whole, as it's. I guess on my fucking nerves when people bring that shit up, because I would happily move over to Copenhagen and no problem. You know, no. If I had the opportunity, I would do it.
My thing is, Jay, is that the more I travel, the more I realize that people inherently aren't too different from each other, and at least especially in America, like a lot of the divisiveness kind of revolves around the media, and I think and the thing is, like, the media tends to focus on what makes people different a lot.
Yeah,
true.
Sadly,
that's true.
Whereas
you're right.
I think just globally speaking, if we focused on the things that made us similar, and those things that make us similar far outweigh the things that make us different. If we focused on those things, we'd have a lot less turmoil.
We can say, you could probably go ahead and say we'd be more unified.
Wow, man.
No doubt. Because honestly, man, I've been in the poorest countries.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the richest countries. I've been in Africa. I've been in Denmark. I've been in America. I've been in the Philippines. Like, people are generally the same. Everyone wants to be accepted.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants comfort. Everyone wants to love. As corny as it sounds, but it's kind of reality. Everybody just wants to unify.
Yeah.
But if you follow all this shit, it's like everyone suddenly, you think Democrats, Republicans, red and blue, and fucking Muslims and Christians and blah blah blah. Everyone's at each other's throats. Even in Jerusalem, which is divided in 4 between the Jewish quarter, the Muslim quarter, the Christian quarter, and the Armenian quarter.
Armenians, I didn't know that.
I didn't either until I went there.
That's off the chain.
Honestly, mate, like there's the Palestine-Israel conflict, which is very fucked up, and that's a different conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But
long fight.
Within these quarters, all these motherfuckers get along.
That's awesome.
Jew, Christian,
like with
Muslim.
each other, or like within their own community.
Both.
Got you. That's
So
strong.
because Jerusalem's not a big place, right? From what I hear, it's not like a big city, so they would have to kind of cross paths at some point, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And especially in the quote old city where most of the religious monuments are. That's where like the quarters are divided. And then outside of that is like modern Jerusalem, where that's a little bit more quarantined off, but from each other. But like in the center, I mean, you'll see Muslims and Jews and, Christians just chilling.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
As it should be, yo. Sick of all
That's
this.
how it should be, man. They're
division.
dropping that album soon, so they need to link up.
They got
that reunion.
that reunion.
That
album.
reunion tour coming back. Yep.
Can't wait for P.
Straight
Diddy to
up.
fucking spearhead that shit.
Yeah, bad boy. Can't stop,
that.
won't stop.
Take that.
Take it. You're gonna like
At
it.
the top.
Yup. No lube. Got it. Yo, so before we get out of here, I'm gonna give this guy a rapid fire question sequence. We have give one of our guests one of this before one.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
Did we just put G on the spot?
I'm putting him on the spot, man. He's in England. You know what I mean? He's doing big things. He can handle it.
He can handle it.
You know, he's sipping on fucking English water and shit, eating crumpets and whatnot. He can do it. Let me see.
Shout out to tap water.
Sipping on English water. I like that. You
Straight
should be
man.
sipping on
Hello,
old English.
Governor. Let's see here. First one here. I got like a man of them.
Oh, goddamn.
Well, let's say if you're famous, what would be the first thing you would do? And this is rapid fire. Just answer the question brief as possible.
The first thing I do?
Yeah, first thing, famous. Let's say if you hit the lottery or you got the best position you wanted to get in your industry, mad money, everything you need. What would the first thing you'd do?
I would take my money and buy property so that my money could quadruple.
That's that logic right there. 10-4, and that's what's up.
Copenhagen. Got it.
Yeah, that's that Copenhagen talk. I would get health care for everyone in my region. That's that type of answer.
That's a strong
What was your favorite cartoon character when you were younger, man? Like, and why though? Like, why?
Vegeta, because he wasn't always the star, but he worked his way to become one of the strongest, second strongest.
He definitely acted like the star from the rip, even when he was getting beat up. Like he was still trying to take over the spotlight.
Yeah, I mean, Vegeta worked hard, man. He worked
did.
harder than Goku ever
Hard
did.
work.
Yeah, he did,
Hard
man.
work.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Easy work.
Hard work.
Easy
Fuck 'em.
work.
That's what Vegeta was saying. Fuck him.
Fuck him.
You little core.
Little core. Look at his
Goku
little legs.
McGregor.
Bounce his head off the canvas. What was the worst job you've ever had, man? Straight up.
Ooh, I worked at McDonald's when I was 14. That shit sucked.
Damn.
15.
Hands down.
15. Yeah.
I think you just incriminated McDonald's. Could they hire you at 15?
Fuck them.
Yeah, they can.
Good.
They can.
Fuck them.
They can, man. They 15, man. Mine was at a bowling parts warehouse.
Not even a bowling
parts.
alley. A bowling parts.
It was a bowling parts warehouse.
Part
Like,
of
it
the
was just
alley.
like the parts, you know. Had some balls there, you know what I mean, that weren't mine. But they were mad like strict with it. It's like, we're throwing around pins and bowling balls. Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Let's relax. You know? Okay, what's next with fire? What is one of the things on your bucket? Well, you already done everything in your life, man. Like, I can't even ask you that question.
I like
Ask
this.
the question.
What is one of the things you haven't done that's on your bucket list?
Go to Iceland, which I'm going to in April.
You're a beast.
Yo, take some pictures of that blue shit, that blue spring, or what? I think it's just called Blue Spring, right? The
Blue
salt-
Lagoon. Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Lagoon. Shout out to that movie. Let's see. When you dance, what do you look like?
One can answer that.
I love that that's one of the motherfucking questions. Nah, G, how do you feel you look?
When you're really
real?
busting it,
Real
you're
talk.
sweating.
Fuck Bruno Mars.
Bruno
You
Mars.
feel like
feeling the
Bruno
game.
Mars? Got you.
G be
Makes
getting
sense,
down.
man.
I'll put it like that.
He's Filipino too, isn't he?
Bruno
Yeah,
Mars?
he's half.
Oh,
Just like me.
Shit.
God damn, bro.
Damn, man. No
You
wonder,
might as well
bro.
just end the episode right there. That's
That's
that has a start. Nah, but the next question's coming up.
Okay, well, last question. Since this guy's a traveler, and we got to get the fuck out of here. Super Bowl's coming on. I know he has probably some crumpets on the oven or the Barbie or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yo, for real. Barbie's Australia.
What would be the one island if you could choose to be stranded on by yourself, castaway style?
What would the island be?
Yeah, what island would you choose to be on by yourself, castaway, like Tom Hanks? You by yourself completely, butt naked. Just where would you want to be?
Malta.
Malta.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
That's a drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I got for that answer.
I got plenty
Malta,
more,
for
but
sure.
we got to get the fuck out of here. That was awesome.
That was good. I like this rapid question thing. We're gonna hit every guest with that. That's
Got to, man.
that's a good one. I like that.
Especially
I like
after this. He dropped us with them Highlander lyrics.
Yeah,
so I
he
was like,
did.
we got to lighten this shit up a
Here
little bit.
we are.
Yep. G
what
was
it was
kind of
like.
dropping some Alfred bars, bro. He
Yeah,
definitely
he
dropped some
was.
Alfred bars on us.
Yeah, he was, man.
I knew you would, G. I knew you
Because me and Juan came to the conclusion, G's, that Alfred is really Batman.
Yep. Alfred is,
You know, because
definitely
he's
really
always
bad.
helping. He's always helping Bruce somehow, some way. He's like always giving him advice.
Yup.
He's always somehow getting him off the roofs and shit. So obviously he's the real Batman. You know.
But
Yeah.
but more so than that, like when he responds, there's no looking between the lines.
No.
Like, he's telling you straight
just-
up,
Yeah, it's Alfred.
it's Alfred.
No, he's the real MVP.
Yeah, and his
he is.
bars. Yeah.
Straight up, he
So-
always
Hit him up with that
dropping bars.
confidence.
Yeah, hit him up with that confidence. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we've reached the end of the episode, man, and we are so fucking happy to have had you on, G.
Super grateful,
I'm
bro.
definitely, absolutely
Likewise, man.
G for grateful, because that shit's what it is, man. I know that you're putting work towards a website. You gave me a little sneak peek at it, but how do the people get to see all of the photography that you've done, and how can they just
Okay.
catch up with you?
Okay. So I have basically, I'll list 3 mediums that are all either websites or social media. The first is my new website,
Yeah,
g-imagery.com.
cool.
That might be a little rough because I've just opened it, but it's definitely in the works. So gimagery.com.
That's what's up.
Another is my Instagram page,
Yeah.
Bood Artist. That's BUDD
Nice.
HARTIST, Bood Artist
Nice.
at Instagram. And then the last is my photography Facebook, which is Gautama Murcho Travel Photography. My name is spelled GAUTAMAMURCHO, Travel Photography.
Nice.
I really need to work on shortening that.
That it's all good. It sounds like there's a social security number that's about to follow that, but I like that.
Hey man, National Geographic is
242.
pretty fucking long too, though. You know what I mean?
But
So-
hey, you guys, I've definitely forwarded your podcast to numerous people around the office,
Nice. Thank you.
numerous people that I know, and I don't just do it because Juan is my homie. I do it because I think you guys are fucking hilarious.
appreciate that, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for that. We definitely appreciate that shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I look forward to you guys every week, man.
Sweet.
When something doesn't come out Tuesday, I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is wrong?
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
It's because you're in a different time zone. That's why. But
That's true. Time
Put down the
paradox.
crumpets and stop fucking around.
Yo, shout out to Donald Trumpets.
let's call them bitches negative. Oh man.
yeah.
But yo, and as far as us, Jay, how can they find us, man?
Yo, you could reach us in the club. We'll be there. But no, for real though, hit us up on Chillin' with the Jays. That's pretty much all of our social medias. Chillin' with the Jays will
Damn
pop
right.
up. You know, the logo. Hit us up on, or if you want to hit us up at Gmail as well, Chillin' with the Jays at Gmail. But the big one, hit us up on iTunes. Like, subscribe, share.
Please do it.
Please
do
do that. We need that's very important for some reason out there in the world.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be
We need you to.
sharing this guy to the whole world. So make sure you follow, like, subscribe. You know, like his pictures, download them, put them on your wallpapers, give them to your kids, force them to like it. So do it. And we had to go
do it.
watch the Super Bowl. I think we're out of here.
I think we're out of here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that
Yeah.
was the episode.
Yeah,
Deuces.
that was it. Peace.